Here at Bobby Lackey Stadium, that can only mean one thing. It is playoff time for the Weslaco Panthers, and with us here on the set is Command Sergeant James Ballard from the Weslaco High School JROTC. He will be helping out with the presentation of the colors, the running of the flags, and Mike Gonzalez. Here we are, 2 p.m. afternoon, playoff time for the Weslaco Panthers taking on San Benito. How you doing?
Woo, very excited, Carlos. The playoffs are here. We've been looking forward to this afternoon game. A little unusual. The last time I remember, Carlos, that the Weslaco Panthers were in a bi-district game during the day was in 2008 when they played the Harlingen Cardinals at Bogus Stadium.
All right, so here we go. What's taking place here tonight? It's going to be tonight? Did I just say tonight? Yeah, because we're used to playing at 7:30 on Friday, Saturday afternoon. Here's what's taking place this afternoon here, Bobby Lackey Stadium. A bi-district championship on the line for the Panthers. They're trying to make it 3 wins in a row going back to last year against San Benito. The Panthers come into this game after an impressive 7-3 overall record. Only 1 district loss. The Greyhounds, they finished the season 2-8 overall, 2 district wins. That was enough to get them into the playoffs. And Mike, despite the record of 2 wins on the season, San Benito is still San Benito. You got to be careful with this team on the other side. And Coach Stroman has to tell his guys, be ready. They have tradition. And if you take a look from 2016 to 2022, San Benito dominated Weslaco.
Well, here's why. Here's what happened, Carlos. San Benito went through an absolute brutal schedule. I mean, starting with PSGA North, who, you know, are one of the favorites to go deep this year, has gone deep the last couple of years. Austin Westlake, a state powerhouse, back-to-back state semifinals. Laredo United, probably the best program in Laredo out there. And then you have a team from Mexico. They either play at a college or a university, so you're going up against that kind of competition. And then the Weslaco Panthers here played in a very close game here back in September. Carthage High School out of Southeast Texas, state champs back in 2022 as a Class 4A squad, Carlos. So they came out of that schedule a little beat up, but got the wins they needed. And they enter this game with a lot of momentum, Carlos, because they won that big battle of the Arroyo. So momentum on their side right now.
Absolutely, and it should be a good game. Every time these two teams play, it is a good game. Let's take a look at what happened earlier in the non-district season between these two teams, because it was tied 14-14 at the half, and San Benito decides to come out with an onside kick in the second half. And the Panthers were ready for that. They get the ball, move down the field, and they used the short field to go up 21-14. They added another score in the third quarter and just played lights out on defense, Mike, and they win the game 28-24. Yeah, both with the great hit on that play also late in the game. And is this the same team that San Benito brings into this game, Mike?
Well, in the first matchup, Carlos, they dealt with numerous injuries, and coming into this game, they have a separate kind of injuries, Carlos. But when it comes to San Benito, you know that we're going to there's enough talent, and there's a very good coaching staff on that side that they can deal with any kind of circumstance, and they feel pretty good about their chances in this game, Carlos. They feel pretty good. They feel their chances are a little bit better.
All right, yeah, and they're playing differently. They won just, last week in the Battle of the Arroyo against Harlingen. Always a big matchup for them, and the Harlingen, of course, is a playoff team as well. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a little bit different team. Dan Gomez, he's a winner over there for San Benito, so it should be a very, very good game here tonight. Let's take a look at some of the playmakers for San Benito. Here are some of their leaders right now, and we talk about Albert Gonzalez, who is their quarterback right now. 231 yards passing, 72 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. He has come in late as their quarterback, so he only has maybe a few games under his belt as the starter. Wide receiver Justin Montemayor, 17 receptions for 162 yards and 1 touchdown. And Christian Estrada, also one of their playmakers, with 21 receptions and 153 yards on the season and 1 touchdown.
Both those receivers, Carlos, caught 3 passes here in the first matchup, and Gonzalez, only a sophomore, entered in the middle of the Los Fresnos game and has been a starter ever since. So he has about 3 or 4 games under his belt. I think he played 1 game, got some snaps against, I believe it was Carthage. But keep an eye, Carlos, on the rushing attack. They have a couple of players that can run the football, and one of them is number 28, Tommy Ramirez. He scored a touchdown and rushed for over 70 yards in the first matchup. I did notice in the Battle of the Arroyo, he limped off in the 4th quarter, so I don't know if he's going to partake in this game or not, because the injury did look a little on the negative side, but he is one to deal with. But they also have a couple of other guys, starting with number 12, Carter Green, that has gotten a lot of snaps this year. He's only a sophomore, athletic player. So even though one guy may be down, Carlos, they still have a couple of others that can come in and get the job done.
Absolutely. Even if you bring them up from the JV squad or maybe some of the reserves also playing, San Benito always has some good players on that side and are always ready to play. So we'll see what happens with that. All right, let's take a look at some of our top plays of the season because it was full of them, most definitely. We'll start off with Harlingen. And this is when we found out, hey, Frankie Trevino can throw the ball pretty much down the field at will, and his hookup right there, Joseph Leal, 66 yards to the house. That was special all season long. McAllen Memorial, they lost the game, but watch this play. David Garcia right into the official, but he still gets around him and scores the touchdown. Garcia once again as he plays right here at the line of scrimmage. It looks like they're going to bring him down, but instead he escapes like Houdini, able to pick up the first down and get inside the red zone. Still, same game. Ryan Gonzalez on the defensive side deflects that one away at the last minute. What a tremendous play from that young man. And then we go to Laredo United. Chris Luna making people miss. How many ankle breakers did he have all season long? This one into the end zone with a somersault. And can we get a shout out for that kicking team for Weslaco High School? How many times did they do this all season long? A little pooch kick. You want to bring out the pitching width. They did that one time against United. They did it again against La Jolla, picking up the fumble recovery. And yeah, they did it once as well against Edinburgh North and the fumble recovery. So an excellent job by the kicking team. More defense and Bolt Quad doing it all season long on this play against San Benito with the tremendous hit to draw the ball loose from the receiver. And then we'll go to this La Jolla game. D'Angelo Gonzalez could be one of the top plays of the year. Breaks one tackle, two tackles, squeezes through those two guys. Another broken tackle right there. And then look at the wall up front there. Great blocking down the field by the Panthers. Great team effort and the touchdown. More Luna, incredible all season long. And this time gets to the corner and he makes the tippy-toe catch for the touchdown. How about some love for the defensive linebacker, Devin Estevanes, the sack and the celebration coming up for him. Same drive against that they had on this play right here against La Jolla, and then another sack for the young man. And that defense is doing tremendous. Nathan Tostado, William Cannon also in on the play. Jacob Hinojosa, and then Nicholas Ramirez with a fumble recovery. Jacob Hinojosa, that was like a wrestling move for him. And then this one's for the lineman, Diego Salazar with a great block right here. You got to love the linemen and what they do on this football team. And then more defense. Jacob Villa, been wearing a wide receiver number all season long, number 80. Played like a wide receiver on that play. That's a defensive back play and the interception. This one is for the offensive line. Again, great job by the offensive line coach Steve Gued with this group all season long. Trevino, too much speed, taking this one to the house. Of course, the big hold by that offensive line. And then versus Edinburgh, Felipe Pruneda with the catch. Tippy toes, stays in bounds for the wide receiver slash tight end. And another play right here. This could be the play of the year, Mike. Joseph Banda, boom, with the punch out of the football right at the 1 yard line. It would have been a score there to cut the lead down for the Panthers, but it said Banda comes in and forces the fumble, and then it's Bolt Quad with the recovery, and then the student section doing just a tremendous job. They were heard all season long. Got the drill team also in the stand, and a big shout out also needs to go to our K-West crew for just the tremendous shots that they also got during the football season. Just an electric atmosphere every single day from our camera crews down here in the field. Val Zamora, Don Ramirez, they're always down here getting the shots. And of course, you got Vinny Berry up on the top. And what a tremendous moment as well that we had with our softball team and doing everything. And that presentation was very, very special. Also, shout out to the person who's directing the show with all these shots up there. As you got Mike Palacios, as he's the leader of our photographers, and he does a tremendous job. So just a big shout out. We had the lights going on. It was just a very, very fun season. Still, lots to talk about, Mike Gonzalez.
Right.
It was a lot of fun. We're not done yet.
No.
Just wanted to talk a little about the regular season there as we now enter the playoffs. What was your favorite moment? Any particular time?
Oh my gosh, Carlos. I mean, you showed a lot of great plays there from Gonzalez. Gonzalez's reception against La Jolla, the way he broke all those tackles and takes it all the way to the house to that defensive play. I mean, it's very, very difficult to choose just one, but I've just been very impressed, Carlos, with the way Frankie Treviño has grown as a quarterback, coming in as a first-year starter, had big shoes to fill, Carlos, stepping in for Andres Sepúlveda, who was a 2-year starter, a team that went 10-0 last year, and just from the first game to where we're at now, to see him where he's at, it's just unbelievable, Carlos. And then we have other newcomers that stepped up, like Jacob Hinojosa, the David Garcia, the running back, to Joseph Leal, the receiver, and then, of course, in the beginning of the year, we had Chris Luna, Ryan Gonzalez, some of those guys that played in last year's team kind of carry them early on. And so it's just been a really great run. And it's like you say, Carlos, the book is not closed yet.
Absolutely. Just the first round of the playoffs for the Westco Panthers. And guys, we're going to take it upstairs right now because we got Scott Harrison and Fred Alfaro. Are you guys ready for this game tonight?
Yes, we are. And Carlos, great tribute to the K-West crew. And Football Fred, I guess they're going to do another tribute to one of your favorite coaches later in the show.
I am very excited. This section, guys, by the way, is probably going to be my all-time favorite. 5 questions. I won't tell you what that goes, but I will tell you this. Domingo Vento, he is the first assistant, right? And before every game, he gives us a quote. We call him the full-time coach, part-time philosopher.
That's right.
Top 3 things Coach Vento said this year. Play fast, finish faster. Number 2, first, fight the good fight. And then the last one is play for the seniors. I'm excited what he's going to tell us tonight for the playoff edition of his philosophy.
Look forward to it. And, of course, this past week, we try to look at all the sports here.
Yep.
Volleyball got a lot of postseason honors, including Bella Stroman. That is the coach's daughter.
Okay.
And we're reminiscing on the year. I do owe you an apology.
Okay.
A week ago, I said you look like Wilson the volleyball, all right?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And I apologize. You really look like Football Fred. You really do.
Thank
and
you.
because of that, we're going to cover your face again.
Oh.
And this happens to be something that was given out to Texans fans the day that Andre Johnson got his Hall of Fame ring, and never looked better over your face.
I look better, don't I?
Okay, now back to the executive director of K-West, our one and only Carlos Robledo, and reporter Mike Gonzalez.
All right, thank you very much, Scott Harrison and Fred Alfaro. Game time, once again, 2 o'clock. You can watch that on our YouTube channel. We decided to change things up for our next segment, Mike.
Yes, we did. We wanted to do something a little bit different. We kind of did it last year, too. We wanted to bring, somebody that has character, that has a lot of fire. I think fans will enjoy this one.
Yeah, you usually get an opportunity to meet one of the members of the Westco Panthers. Well, this time, you're going to meet a member of the Westco Panthers coaching staff. Here's 5 questions.
Hi, I'm Coach Vento, first assistant Westco High School Panthers. This is my 5-question segment, playoff edition. Take a seat. Oh boy, I have all kinds of favorite foods. My favorite is carne guisada, tacos with rice and beans. That's my favorite. My mom cooked the mean carne guisada. I was raised on that stuff, and I love it, and that's my favorite food. I always say, if I was ever put to death and they gave me a last meal, what would it be? Carne guisada, rice and beans. I don't watch much TV, but I remember growing up, I watched Nature and Nova. So Nature has to be one of my favorites. It's on PBS. It's all about animals. And since I was a kid, I was watching it. And now in my later years, I find myself surfing. And I watch Nature. So by far, that has to be my favorite show. 1964 Chevy Impala, because that was my first car. And I remember it was candy apple red. And, it has sentimental value to me. And if I was to have one, or somebody gifts one, or I buy one, it'd be a 1964 Chevy Impala. I love all kinds of music, but if I was to pinpoint it, I grew up with rock, so it would have to be 70s rock, Van Halen top of the list, AC/DC a second, because I saw them in 1978 at the Villarreal Convention Center in McAllen on their Highway to Hell tour. So when I play that in the weight room for the kids, they get into it, but then I tell them the story. I actually saw these guys, half of them were like in their 80s now. I got to see Willie Mays, 1974. He was with the San Francisco Giants. I was a young kid. We won our Little League series, and the sponsors took us to Dodger Stadium. I was every bit of 10 years old, 11 years old. got to see my first stretch limo and Dodger Stadium, and I got to see Willie Mays hit a triple, and it was one of those moments that now that I know the caliber of player that he was and his influence in baseball, that I actually got to see him. So just simply because of that, Willie Mays has to be one of my all-time favorites.
All right, thank you very much, Coach Vento, for taking part in 5 questions. And yeah, rock on, right, Mike Gonzalez?
That's
with
right,
that,
I agree.
With that Van Halen comment, and yeah, really liking what they're doing there with Van Halen. How you doing? I got James Ballard right here with JROTC, one of the members of the JROTC Corps, who will be working the flag and also the presentation of the colors. James, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's kind of hot out here.
It's a little warm. It's a little warm, and you got to wear your uniform here tonight. Tell me a little bit about some of the things that JROTC does during the football game.
So we do the presentation of the colors, and then we go and help out with the flags, with the flag running. During our home games, we do help out with security and the selling teams. So we're all over the place.
Absolutely.
What grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
You're a senior.
Yes.
So I'm sure once upon a time you were in middle school. There's students out there that perhaps are going to need to make some decisions. If you had to kind of give a little promotion of, like, what would you tell the middle school students about the program, about what they can take advantage of and what you've gone through?
Well, we could tell them, I mean, it's a free PE credit. We do get out of PE, and it's a lot of fun. We make a lot of friends. Family. We do a lot, and it's fun, and you're really going to miss it.
One of the things y'all also do is y'all do fundraisers during the football games.
Yes.
What do y'all sell? Brisket? Are y'all still doing the brisket burgers?
Yes, we sell the brisket burgers, and then we sell tea, and then we also sell our mugs for $15 a mug. So we sell out every game, so it's good for us.
You guys keep busy.
Yes.
I know this past week on Monday we celebrated, or we gave thanks to our veterans out there on Veterans Day, and it's one of those days where we show a lot of pride, a lot of patriotism. And I mean, do you feel that as part of JROTC? Are you proud to be an American?
Yes. I really enjoyed it, and it was a really good ceremony. I wasn't here for the full thing. We had to go. We went and we took the color guard team to John Knox retirement home. We presented the colors over there, and we just showed our presence over there for the veterans over there.
All right, Command Sergeant James Ballard will give a big hand here. Good luck today with your presentation of the colors, the running of the flags, and everything that you have to do. Thank you for being here on the pregame show. We really appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, let's check out the weather. We've got a little bit of cloud cover right now. The humidity's a little bit down, but it's going to get up to about 86 degrees this afternoon. So you might want to bring an umbrella. It's going to be a little warm. It is November, but you know, we live in the valley, Mike Gonzalez. It was a little cool last night,
Yeah.
but yeah, the weather's going to be a little bit warm.
Yeah, we're used to this weather already. I mean, thank goodness it's not in August where it would have been 100 degrees, but no, it's unseasonably warm, but hey, it's a great day for football. It should be a lot of fun. 2 proud programs going after it for the bi-district championship.
All right, sounds good. Well, for Mike Gonzalez, James Ballard, I'm Carlos Robledo. Thanks for joining us here on the Knapp Medical Center pregame show.